Hi guys, Andy from OnGlow. Today's video I'm going to be talking about how to drain your heating system correctly and safely. It probably is something that is a bit overlooked on a lot of plumbing tutorials out there. So if you have got any work that does require you to drain your heating system, then this is the tutorial video to watch. So I'm going to be doing a demonstration on this radiator here. The most obvious way to drain an heating system is to look out for a drain-off valve. So a drain-off valve is something that generally is attached to the, well, you can put a drain-off could be anywhere, but for example, if you wanted to drain your heating system from upstairs, obviously that drain-off has got to be lower than the point on where you're going to be working. So today's drain-off, it's nice and easy to show you. It's on this pipework below this radiator. So if you do need to drain it, that's what you need to look out. That's what I would look for first of all. Have a look, something that's lower than where you're working and something that looks like this. I'll put some pictures on to show you what a drain off will look like close up. It might be a case on that when we do put, and I will explain all this, that you do put a nose pipe on this drain off and sometimes they don't work because what's happened inside is that the washer or the valve has just been closed for that long that when you open up the spindle, the actual washer and the seating just stays where it is in the closed position and nothing actually comes out of the drain off. But there is other ways and means to drain a radiator, and I will go through that as well. So we can drain it from the actual top part of the radiator. That's another drain off point that we can make by turning valves off. Another one is that we take the radiator off, turn valves off, take the radiator off and drain it through a radiator valve. So not all is lost if the drain off valve doesn't work. There is other ways and means to do it. So let's get on with this demonstration. So the next stage, once you've identified your drain off valve, the next thing you're going to do is attach your hose pipe. Today I've got this like plumber's kind of hose, very soft and it's easy to work with, but any garden hose will do. One tip I would advise is that you do use a Jubilee clip once you've attached the hose to the drain off, simply because if it is left unattended, so the drain off don't fall off and then flood you out. Just another thing to try and stop you worrying as well, when you do drain from a drain off, the likelihood that valve will leak a little bit, so definitely put rags around where you're going to be working, a dust sheet, to catch some little spills. Obviously it's flooding you out, then there's something not right, isn't there? So just use your common sense, protect the area you're working, and then we'll attach the hose pipe. So now we're going to be attaching the hose pipe. So we've assumed that you've taken the other end of the hose pipe to a suitable place to drain, like some drain outside or just somewhere safe to dispose of the dirty water. Tools I'm going to be using is a pair of grips and an adjustable spanner. So first what we need to do is attach the hose pipe with the Jubilee clip. So basically all we do is shove the hose pipe over the corrugated bit of drain off there, go over the top, and then I would attach my Jubilee clip. Tighten it up, get a nice little toe. So all is that for is that Jubilee clip is just so we know that hose pipe isn't going to come off the end, and then obviously the water is going to be going over the floor and your lass is going to kill you. So what we're going to do first is get adjustable spanner, and then you've got the spindle side of the drain off which will start to turn. That's what we'll do. We'll start to turn it. The more we turn it to the left, the more the valve is opening in theory. But sometimes, like I did say, the valve do stick and nothing comes out no matter how much you twist them. When that collar there is left in and not untightened, you will get to a point where that spindle will turn no more. So what we can do is a pair of grips on the collar of the valve, start to twist it, You don't need to twist it all the way out, but then what that will do is give you a bit more room to twist the valve out a bit further. Don't keep twisting it, as the end could come out completely of the valve and then you're in dire straits. So just use your common sense, and that's what you would do. Then you would keep moving it, and hopefully water would then come out of the hose, and then you know you're draining your heating system. So now we're going to assume that the drain off failed and it wouldn't work. So we'll go to next option that we've got is, and we're going to drain it through the drain off on the radiator. So easy thing to do, it's dead easy to do. All we'll need to do first of all is make us fitting up, and it's nothing more complicated than we're using a compression straight, 15mm. And all we're going to do is tighten one end on to a piece of copper pipe, like so. So all we're doing that is so we want to use the nut and the olive underneath. Just take that back off. Obviously we're just fixing 1/2 of the compression straight to it. So that's all we need for our adapter to get onto the radiator, something as simple as that. Very inexpensive, but again, doing it like this, it's a controlled way of draining your radiator or your heating system. So we would use the other end of the hose pipe with the Jubilee clip, put the end of the copper pipe into the bit of the hose, and then attach the Jubilee clip and tighten up. So again, same theory, so it doesn't pop off. So that's the tool that we're going to be using to drain from the radiator. Probably a bit long, but I can't bother to cut it. So that's that. Next stage, what we'd do is we'd turn either side. So this is before we're taking the blank out of the radiator. Turn both sides of the radiator off. Turn this down to 0. The lock shield side. All we do is, I have just done another video on how to take a radiator off, so that might be worth watching. It's from the same radiator as well. Is we turn the spindle of the lock shield all the way down. So turn to right to tight it, to turn it off. Keep going until it stops. That should be tight now. And then just to make sure that it's turned off, we will open up the bleed on the radiator. So all we're going to do now is take the excess pressure from the radiator from the bleed valve, turn both valves on, so no more water's going inside that radiator, or shouldn't be. We'll open up the bleed valve, and straight away look, that stopped. So we know that now we're safe to take this end blank out of the radiator to attach our fitting. So as we do, and again, put some rags underneath, because when you do take them out, they do tend to leak a little bit. Drip down the radiator. So if you're doing it on a carpet, this is not too bad because I'm on lino. If you're on a carpet, obviously you don't want to stain it. It'll come out. And we would take our fitting, just probably easier doing it this way around. Then all we would do is screw that end into the radiator, as it's only 1/2 inch. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, just wrap PTFE on the other end as well, other side of the valve, what's exposed the thread. Screw that in. You don't need to do it with a spanner or anything, just a hand tight. Camera legs under tripod. Put that on. Again, just tighten up your Jubilee clip so it doesn't pop off. So we're good to go now. That's a drain off made. It's a controlled drain off as well. How we're going to control it is through one of the valves. So all we do is turn the thermostatic valve onto 5, start to drain it, and there you go. We've made a second drain off. So obviously this is only if the drain off didn't work. So now I have removed the radiator. I have done another demonstration how to move this actual radiator in another video that I've done. If you want to follow the process of that, it's an in-depth demonstration how to remove a radiator safely. So now, once you've removed the radiator, both valves are turned off. We've now made another drain off here. I know you can't quite see it yet, but the same fitting, what we used earlier. All we've got to do, all we want for this drain off is the nut and olive that is attached to the compression straight. So we would remove that. So then that what leaves us there is the nut and the olive. And on this particular valve, it's a 15mm compression valve anyway. So what we can do is put that piece of pipe with the olive straight onto the valve. And again, there we've made another drain off. So we would just put the hose onto the pipe. Jubilee clip so it don't pop off. And there you go. You would just turn on that valve there and you've just made yourself a third drain off. So that's it for today's video on how to drain your heating system safely. All the methods I've shown you today is methods that I would use myself, and I have used these methods many times in different situations. So again, but all the 3 methods that I've showed you are safe ways to drain your heating system. It's all controlled, whether you do it through a drain off that you control by the spindle, or the other 2 methods that I've shown you, you're controlling the flow of water via the radiator valve itself. So nothing I've shown you, if you do correctly, will flood you out. Just remember the same principles I've used. So the Jubilee clip on the end of the hose pipe, that will definitely be a good tip to use, as hose pipes can come off and you don't want that to happen. So again, thanks for watching guys, and I will be doing some more videos. Please subscribe and give us a like, as it just keeps me motivated on doing these videos. So thanks again, see you soon, ta-da.